Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to my class. This is Lesson 2 in Unit 1, a new start, understanding ideas, grammar rules. In this lesson, we are going to learn pronouns, personal pronouns, and possessive pronouns. Are you ready? Let's begin. Then, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or noun phrase. 代词就是用来代替名词或名词短语的词。Now, let's see why we need to use pronouns. First, let's review what happened in Wang Han's first class. Look at the 4 pictures and complete the sentences with the correct words. Let's check together. Sentence, write down, mistake, mind, meaning, pointed out, important. Great! Now, let's think about a question. Why do we need to use pronouns? Can you replace some words or phrases with pronouns? Yes. You see, in this passage, Miss Chen, the sentence, students, and Wang Han appear more than once. To avoid repeating, we can use some pronouns to replace some of them. Here, we can use she instead of Miss Chen, it instead of the sentence, he instead of Wang Han, them instead of students, and all these pronouns are personal pronouns. So, boys and girls, can you find other kinds of pronouns? What kind of pronouns can replace Wang Han's, Miss Chen's, and students? That's it. We can use his, her, and their to replace them. All these are possessive pronouns. Then, let's know more about them. Read the sentences and find out what the words in bold refer to. Sentence A. I looked up at Miss Chen. My eyes met hers. Sentence B. In fact, this is my first lesson for all of you. Here, what does I refer to? Great. What does the word you refer to? Wonderful. Here, you and I are personal pronouns. 人称代词代替人或事物的名称，表达你、我、他等含义。Here, I 指代王涵，是 looked up 这个动作的发出者，在动词前做主语，因此 I 是人称代词的主格形式，一般放在句首。而 you 指代 the students， 做介词 of 的宾语，表示动作行为的对象，因此 you 是人称代词的宾格，一般放在及物动词或介词后。Next, what does my in sentence A refer to? That's it. What about hers? Wonderful. What about my in sentence B? Great. Here, my and hers are possessive pronouns. 物主代词表达所有关系，即某物属于某人，表达你的、我的、他的等含义。I's 和 first lesson 都属于我的。My 起形容词作用，做形容词性物主代词，用在名词前。而 hers 是名词性物主代词，为避免重复使用名词，用 hers 代替 Miss Chen's eyes。因此，名词性物主代词等于形容词性物主代词加名词。 Please read again and find more personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. Let's check one by one in order together. Well done. You all got it. Now, can you fill in the table with the personal pronouns and possessive pronouns you find in the passage? Let's have a try. Do it together. For subject form, I, we, you, and it. For object form, you. For possessive adjective, my, our, and your. For possessive pronoun, hers. You see, the pronoun you appears 3 times in different places in the table, and how to distinguish whether it is singular or plural, subject or object. Let's read the following sentences and summarize the roles. Number 1. Why aren't you writing, Wang Han? Here, the pronoun you is before the verb phrase aren't writing, so it works as a subject. And here, you refers to Wang Han, so the pronoun you is singular. Number 2. In fact, this is my first lesson for all of you. Here, you is after the preposition of, so it is an object, and it refers to Miss Chen's students, so it is plural. So, can you tell me the last one? That's it. This you is before the verb are and refers to students, so it is subject and plural. So here comes a conclusion. We can tell whether the personal pronoun is plural or singular, subject or object, according to its position and its meaning in the sentence context. Now, pay attention to this sentence. I looked up at Miss Chen. My eyes met hers. Hers refers to her eyes, and it works as an object after the verb met. Here, hers is a non-possessive pronoun equal to the adjective possessive her plus eyes. That is to say, 名词性物主代词等于形容词性物主代词加名词。Okay, now turn to page 136. Let's learn some of other roles. Pay attention to this dialogue. Who is it? It is me. Here, it works as a predictive after the copular word is. So, besides object, the objective personal pronoun can work as a predictive. Look at this dialogue. Who wants a ride on my bike? Me or not me? Here, me works as a subject. That is to say, in some cases, the objective personal pronoun can also work as a subject, especially me, but the subjective form cannot appear alone or be after the word not. Look at the 3 sentences. Sentence 1. It's 12 o'clock now. Sentence 2. It's a fine day today. Sentence 3. It's 20 kilometers from here. The 3 words it are subject and singular. What does it refer to? in each sentence. Here, it refers to time, weather, and distance, respectively. Here is another question. If more than one personal pronouns appear in one sentence, what are their orders? Reading the two sentences, let's find the answer. In the first sentence, you, he, and I are students. The personal pronouns you, he, and I are singular. So the order is as follows: second person, third person, then first person. In the sentence, we, you, and they are all Chinese. The personal pronouns we, you, and they are plural. So their order is as follows: first person, second person, then third person. Now turn to pages 136 and 137. First read, then complete the table with proper pronouns. Let's begin. Now it's time to check. Well done. You've already got the basic roles of personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. Let's practice using them. Read the sentences and circle the correct words. Number 1. Miss Wang is my or I Chinese teacher. Before the noun word teacher, we need an adjective pronoun, that is, my. Number 2. Jack's teacher asked their or them to bring a family photo to school tomorrow. After the verb asked, we need a pronoun with an object form, that is, them. Number 3. When is we or our next English class? Before the noun phrase next English class, we need an adjective pronoun, that is, our. Number 4. Fang Wei is a new friend of mine or my at junior high. After the preposition of, we need a possessive pronoun with a noun form, that is, mine. Here, what does mine mean? Yes, mine means my friends. Now, let's do more practice. Read and complete the diary with the correct pronouns. You can think about it by yourself. After that, you can check with your partner. Let's begin. It's time to check together. My, your, I, his, me, his. Wonderful. This time, let's read it again and answer the questions. Number 1. What was the lesson?
English.
Good. Number 2. Who was the teacher?
Mr. Pan.
Great. Number 3. What happened during the lesson?
Mr. Pan asked me my name. I felt so nervous and I gave a wrong answer, but Mr. Pan's clever words made me feel better.
Wonderful. Number 4. What did the boy learn from the lesson?
Clever words can help people feel better.
Well done. Number 5. Why did the boy think the lesson great?
He had a good teacher.
Excellent. So here comes the final task. Work in pairs to make a conversation and talk about your first lesson. Use the thinking map, including what was the lesson? Who was the teacher? What did I learn from the lesson? What happened during the lesson? Here are also some useful expressions for you. My first lesson at junior high was. Mr. or Miss was our teacher. Mr. or Miss told us it's important to. That's really a or an lesson. After making up the conversation, you can check your conversation with this assessment table. After sharing, you can also give others an assessment. Here is a sample for you. Now, you can imitate the sample to practice your conversation with your partner or partners. I'm expecting your performance. When someone is sharing, you can check the conversation with the assessment table. Let's begin. So, who'd like to share first? Okay, please. Thank you. So, class, what do you think of their conversation? How many points would you like to give them and why? You can say, I would like to give them points because I agree. So, class, at the end of the class, I hope you all can love your junior high school, your study and activities, your teachers, and your classmates. Here comes your homework. You are supposed to write a paragraph about your first lesson, including 1. What the lesson was. 2. Who the teacher was. 3. What happened and what you learned. 4. What you think about it. If you are interested, you can interview 2 or 3 classmates or friends and write down important information about their first lessons. Here is a sample for you. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.